Welcome to the Sacred Conversations with the Gigantic Intellect. This late afternoon, I want to reflect upon something which I've observed during the day in relation to the politics of coalition government. So particularly when we talk about coalition government, we talk about a situation in which political parties are in partnership in relation to the governance of a certain municipality or a certain national parliament. In my case, in my context, I want to focus on Ekurhuleni, because if you observe in the previous local elections in Ekurhuleni, there was no party which won the majority. Remember that majority in our democracy, in our context, majority is when a party has won a vote of more than 50%. So you need more than 50%, you need basically 51% for you to govern a municipality without the help of other political parties. So in Ekurhuleni, you had a situation in which no one reached 50%. So when no one has not reached 50%, you'd have a situation in which parties must come together and work together to combine their votes, and so that they can reach 51%, and that grants them an opportunity to work together. So when you look at Ekurhuleni, they did not reach 51%. So ANC had to unite with the EFF so that they can form what we call a coalition government. Coalition basically means working together, combining votes so that you can work together to govern the municipality. Because you need 51% to govern a municipality, 51% and more to govern a municipality. So the ANC and EFF are working together in Ekurhuleni, and I think it's not for the first time, but it is for the first time EFF is in government with another party, and then they've made a clean audit, what we call an unqualified report. An unqualified report just basically demonstrates that the monies of the municipalities were spent properly. We can see what the municipality has spent their money on. So that is what basically the ANC and EFF government got today in relation to the unqualified report. Unqualified report in accounting is a report that shows that we are spending our money, or rather there is proof of where are we spending our monies. There's proof of the expenditures of the municipality, where we spend our money. That is basically what unqualified report means. So under the government of ANC and EFF, they've managed to produce a clean audit. For the longest time, I've heard ANC politicians, particularly at the national level, speaking about the fact that the coalition between them and the EFF is not working. So I'm now perplexed. It boggles my mind. How can they say their coalition is not working, whereas they've managed to produce a clean audit? So that's what I call the political immaturity. We've got this problem, especially in coalition government. You've got situation in which coalitions are successful, but because of the ego of politicians, they want to end those partnership. There's no need for the ANC to end their coalition with the EFF, because they can't justify it. They can't give basis. What is the basis for them to end their relationship, other than just being egotistical? It is just, they're just driven by their egos, nothing else. It is just ego, political immaturity. There is no reason for them to end their partnership with the EFF. If a partnership produces unqualified reports, then it shows that your partnership works. You don't have to work with your friends when you govern a country. You just have to work with people who are going to make you accountable. You need your enemies. Sometimes you have to work with your enemies for you to produce good results. Because when you work with your friends, you would have a situation in which you're going to spend your monies unwisely. and your friends won't tell you. So I'm a big fan of coalition government. It's just that in our context, we have situation in which there's too much political immaturity. That's the reason our coalition government a lot of the time do not work. So kudos to the partnership of ANC and EFF government. So it shows that coalition government are working. For as long as we can be politically matured, there's no reason for us to be ending the relationships that we have. You don't need people of the same value, people who are friends, to work together. No. For you to work together, you need your enemy, because your enemy is going to hold you accountable. We don't want a situation in which we would have one party working with friends and doing corruption and no one being reported. No. We want people who are going to hold each other accountable. And ANC and EFF must find a way to work together, because their partnership shows that they work. Even their policy position, they are not that different. They are not that different. So they have to work together. They have to be politically matured, because their partnership works. So kudos to the MMC of the EFF, Dunga. Kudos to him for the wonderful work that they've produced in partnership with the ANC. Kudos. I say kudos to the coalition government of the ANC and EFF. There's no reason for them to end this partnership, because it's bearing fruits. This is V Nation, the gigantic intellect. Know thyself and remember your ancestors. Peace.